Have you ever found yourself in a conversation that quickly turned sour? I certainly have. It was a beautiful day outside, and I was walking through the park when I ran into an old friend. We caught up on life, and the conversation flowed smoothly until we started discussing a hot-button issue. Before I knew it, my friend had twisted my words and had me on the defensive. I could feel my frustration building as he continued to misinterpret my views. I didn't want to come across as a jerk, but I also didn't want to back down. That's when I realized my friend was using subtle conversational tricks to bully me into looking foolish. He was trying to trap me into saying something that he could attack, and I needed to act fast if I didn't want to lose respect in his eyes. The first step to handling a conversational bully is to recognize the signs early on. They will reveal their aggressive attitude through their tone of voice and word choice. For example, my friend used the word admit and implied that I should be bothered by something that I did in the past. That was my cue to be on guard. Passive-aggressive people often give away their intentions before they actually attack you. So, if someone says something like, "Well, what do you have to say for yourself?" Be prepared. That person thinks that you've done something wrong, and you need to be very careful about what you say next. A conversational bully may also use a tactic called straw manning. This is when they misrepresent your views to create a caricature and attack that instead. The first way this often happens is through the "so you're saying" trap. They oversimplify or mischaracterize what you said and then proceed to misinterpret your words. Luckily, there's an easy way to avoid falling into this trap. Simply say, "Actually, what I was saying is," and then repeat yourself. By doing this, you're taking control of the conversation and making it clear that you won't allow yourself to be misrepresented. One tactic to watch out for is assuming the sale. It's when someone implies that you believe something that you don't, without actually saying it outright. Think of a pushy car salesman who says, "Do you want the car with the leather interior or the fabric interior?" before you've even decided to buy the car. To combat this tactic, pay attention to what the other person is not saying and address any hidden presuppositions or assumptions before answering their questions. During a heated argument, it's important to maintain a relaxed posture and take your time to tackle one question or point at a time. The other person may use the smash technique, where they combine two different terms to embed hidden statements that you don't agree with and present them at a rapid pace. To counter this, slow down the conversation and focus on one point at a time. It's important to listen closely for the "so you're saying" trap, where the other person misinterprets what you're saying, and the smash technique during arguments. Keep in mind that the goal of an argument isn't always to change the other person's mind, but to have a productive discussion. When engaging in a debate, caution against straw manning and truly engage with the other person's points. To convince someone of your point of view, it's important to make sure they understand your ideas. One way to do this is by using pictures or other visual aids. This makes your arguments clearer and more memorable. For example, if you want to persuade someone to support a conservation project, you might want to show them pictures of endangered animals or polluted waterways. Using visual aids can also help create an emotional response to your audience. Emotions can be a powerful motivator. So, by showing pictures to evoke strong emotions, you can make your argument more convincing. For example, showing a picture of a crying child or a devastated community can help to create a sense of urgency and inspire people to take action. To make sure your message is clear, it's important to use simple language that everyone can understand. Avoid using complicated words or phrases that might confuse your audience. By using clear language and visual aids, you can make sure that your message is heard and understood by everyone. The tension is high, and you can feel yourself getting frustrated during this argument. But what if there was a way to diffuse the situation and find common ground? One effective strategy is to look for something that you and the other person can agree on. This can help to ease tensions and create a more constructive conversation. Additionally, acknowledging the other person's passion and clarity can show that you respect their perspective. It's also important to consider the emotional side of the conversation. Addressing the other person's emotional concerns can help to establish a sense of trust and respect, making them more open to hearing your perspective. Reflecting on your past arguments can be helpful in recognizing when someone has used conversational tactics, like assuming the sale, the "so you're saying" trap, or the smash technique. By being aware of these tactics, you can better prepare yourself to respond and not fall into their trap. Think about the last argument that you had. Did the other person use any of the tactics? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this advice, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, be empowered.